Hello folks, I'm going to install a Garmin 396 LMT-X GPS on my 2018 Indian Scout. There's not a whole lot of information on that, so I figured I'd make it. The first step is to get the cable into the mount. Taped to the back of this is this little black screw. I stuck it on my phone so I don't lose it. Next we take this, push it through the top hole, this top hole here, push it through there, and then slide it down so that this screw hole in the upper corner, one of the corners, lines up with that little hole in the bottom. So we're going to line those up and then push this back down into the slot so that the power receptacles are on the bottom. Now I'm going to screw in that black screw. Easier said than done. There you go. So that black screw is in. That's going to keep this solid. The next part of this is to mount the ball onto the back of this bracket, this mount. These nuts are 7mm, so I have a 7mm wrench and a Phillips screwdriver. First we're going to put these metal things into the rubber grommets. Diagram shows the washer and the bolt going in from the inside of the bracket. And then the nut on the back. I'm sure I don't need to show anybody how to put the handlebar bracket on, but I'm just going to do it real quick anyway.
is an 11 millimeter.
For the wiring, you have to remove the seat. This comes straight up, and then this comes back this way. Now, I put wiring for a Garmin heated suit, so I already have my battery disconnected for that wiring. Put your thumb underneath this and push, and then pull forward and then up, or back that way and then up. That'll take the fuse box out and you have access to the battery. The negative cable is down inside there. Just going to leave those hang for now. Attached to this big thick cable coming out of the fuse box is a piece of electrical tape, and when you take that off, there's a little, looks like purple and brown wire. I already peeled this off, and it has a spade connection. One of the female part of this. This wire is controlled by your ignition. When the bike has power, this has power. When you shut the bike off, it stops. So I'm going to use this little male spade connector. And I'm going to use that for the positive wire on the wiring harness. The negative will go right to the battery. I have another ring connector to use for that. Okay, I fished the, I don't know what this part is, but I fished it through. I'm just going to tuck it up inside here, out of the way. And I'm going to use a stripper. I need to strip a little more. Good and tight. Alright, and then the black wire will go into here. Just need to strip a little more of that off. Nice and tight. Now what you may find on the Indian is when you take this bolt out for the battery, it's kind of short, and when you screw it out, the square nut is inside of a sleeve and it drops down. So if you put too many connectors on, which I may have, so I've just added maybe 1/8 of an inch to what it used to be. I may not be able to have it catch that nut and pull the nut up to make it tight, in which case I'll have to use a longer nut. But just to show you how it works. That's in, and I'm going to put some electrical tape on it and then get the key and turn it on and make sure that it's getting power. Well, this didn't go as planned. I was told that this wire was the accessory wire that operated with the key. When I clip it, see, it's drawing 11 volts. When I turn the key on, it jumps up even more to 14. So it looks like there's always some power going to this. I'm going to check it at the GPS and see what it is there. Well, it's starting to rain, so I'm going to put this in the garage and see if I can figure out.
Hey, young man, am I riding that motorcycle?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I know how to ride one.
Come on.
I know how to ride one. You do you?
Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can figure it out. Okay, I did hook it up, and even though it said at the at this wire here that I was drawing power even when the key is off, the key is off now and the GPS is off. I'll turn the key on and the power comes on. So just to play it safe, I'm not going to keep the GPS in the socket when I'm not using the bike. But I'm going to ask the dealer about that next time I go. So that's it. Shut the power off. It comes up and says it's going to turn off in 13 seconds. Now I'm just going to put the seat back on and take it for a ride this weekend. Next week I'll change the bars out and take the tank off and rerun that wire correctly. Maybe clean this up a little bit too. Okay, hope that helped. Bye.